SCALA is the student chapter of the American Library Association here at Emporia State University. And SCALA is a recognized student organization here at U, meaning it's an official student club on campus.
SCALA is the student chapter of the American Library Association. The ALA is the organization that gives libraries our professional code of ethics, but also administers grants and funding and community network. And so SCALA is the start of that community and that start of, building actions with each other.
SCALA provides opportunities to connect with your fellow SLIM classmates through virtual events and channels. SCALA also facilitates communicating student suggestions and concerns with faculty and the dean.
SCALA is a stepping stone in student emerging involvement with the library profession. It helps you to begin to engage with the professional community, and it gives you a way to get involved with your SLIM program.
Every student in SLIM at Emporia is invited to participate in SCALA, and there are no membership fees. We also primarily meet up virtually. You don't ever have to be in Kansas or do anything in person in order to be a part of SCALA.
Your free SCALA membership does not include full ALA membership, but ALA has a student membership program that allows you to join ALA and your state library association for the currently discounted price of $44 each year. You are a SLIM student.
So I originally got into SCALA on a whim. I showed up to a meeting, and they were actually doing the elections, and that made it where I became an officer that way. But I wanted to get involved because I wanted to have a way to meet with other students.
I joined because I wanted to meet and connect with people who were also dedicated to developing their library and information careers and were at the same place as me in their journey.
Had a chance to do a job shadowing experience at my local academic library, and that librarian was very encouraging that if I was at all interested in research, or someday down the line pursuing a tenure track position as a librarian, that it might be good to start by just looking at a local ALA chapter, whether that's at the state level or the student level.
An instructor suggested that I go for an officer position, and since I'd been a student government officer way back when I was an undergraduate at another university, I knew it was a good way of connecting with my institution and also to be able to get to know some of my fellow students a little bit more, which is a bit of a challenge in a virtual environment.
Because I wanted to gain more leadership experience by being involved in this executive council.
Professor Bobby Long talked about SCALA in both 802 and 804. It sounded like a great organization. I love, Professor Long as a person. I admire her. So I went to a few meetings in my second semester. Really liked the vibe of it. And then I knew from there I wanted to be involved.
Really is an introduction into becoming a leader within librarianship, whether you get involved with your state chapter. So for us in Kansas, that's the Kansas Library Association, KLA, or if you get involved nationally with ALA, there are lots of committees to join for various things, whether you're in youth services, there's a gaming roundtable, there's a social services and responsibilities roundtable. There are all of these organizations that have, decision-making power, but also support and funding to be able to make the things happen that you want to see in your library or organization or wherever you're working. And that this is like a baby introduction. It is a first step to the next step in your career and within leadership within libraries.
So we were invited into conversations about how the SLIM program was evolving from a hybrid program to an all virtual one. And I was able to be a student voice within that transition time.
The best thing about serving as an officer in SCALA has been the opportunity to work with my fellow SLIM classmates also serving in SCALA. I have been so impressed and inspired with the ideas and contributions of everyone who has volunteered to serve in SCALA. Also, it's been really nice to just get to chat and spend time with fellow classmates at our monthly SCALA meetings and to make connections and memories outside of our regular courses.
And I just love the fact that now I know several people who, if I have a class with them, I'll know exactly who they are, whether they're a member or an officer. And, sometimes when you get involved in your classes, it can be pretty formal with, discussion posts, and even group projects can sometimes be a little formal. And so getting to know people on a more, personal level, outside of class is a really awesome thing.
My favorite experience in SCALA has actually been going to interviews for adjunct faculty. So SCALA got offered to go to the interviews, to give opinions, to go to these other talks from them, like listen to their talks and ask questions. And it was such a neat experience to see that and get to, have a say and impact if the person would end up as a faculty for the program of SLIM. I met an advisor I would have never met before and got to ask for advice on something else because I went to those interviews for that adjunct faculty, and it was one of the best experiences because I got to ask for advice on job applications and interview. And ultimately, that's one of the reasons I got the job that I have now.
One of the best things about serving in SCALA has been participating in the book club. It's been one of the most fulfilling parts of the program, having the ability to socialize with people, reading books for fun, and getting to talk about books in an environment that's kind of friendly and open. The books we read are different than what I would pick, so I feel like I'm getting better at Reader's Advisory because of it.
Love to try to get more funding to really send people out there, because the one thing that made me not want to apply for funding is that I saw how much the student registrations for ALA was, and it would pretty much take up all the funding. And so then I'd be like, oh, so I wouldn't really be able to travel, or I would have to pay all of travel, which, as we all know, travel is expensive. So my thing is, as treasurer, I want to try to see if there's a way to make more funding available so we can really help people to send them out there too, not just only cover the registration fee.
I think one of the things I wish we could have done is charity, raise more money for going to ALA. Had we had the awareness of it, we would have planned, to be able to raise more money. How we can start now to go, okay, how do we raise the funds to get more money to send more students?
It could be, just officers maybe, or a whole meeting, but just kind of focused on any new members who just want to learn about it and kind of give, just kind of an overview of maybe specific things that are going on.
I think one thing that I think could be interesting for SCALA to explore going forward is more opportunities for students to get together to discuss classes, professors, SCALA potentially offering, while registration for classes for upcoming semesters is going on, offering some drop-in Q&A Zoom sessions where students can just get together and discuss what classes they're thinking about registering for, what professors they have questions about, and then making it so it's only open to students, not recording those, trying to create an atmosphere where people can be as open and transparent as possible. It's easy to get involved in SCALA. Just reach out to a current SCALA officer or your SLIM advisor to get connected with SCALA happenings. The quickest and simplest way to get involved is to attend a monthly SCALA meeting where you can hear what SCALA officers are currently working on for SLIM students, and you'll be able to share any feedback or ideas of your own.
We also have a Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook account. So if you want to follow us there, our Twitter and Instagram handle is Emporia SCALA. And then on Facebook, you could just search Emporia State University SCALA.
Any way you want to participate, we're happy to have you. We're happy to be in community with each other and learn together.
And if you are even remotely interested, pun intended, join the leadership team and become a SCALA officer, because this group would not exist without you.